Welcome to segment 4 of our Community Readiness Assessment Training Series. In this segment, we are going to focus on forming your CRA team. And I'm Matt Corser from the Strengthening and Sustaining Ohio Suicide Prevention Coalition's Initiative Leadership Team. This segment will focus on 3 key things. It will outline roles needed to support your community readiness assessment. It will detail considerations you should keep in mind when you form your CRA team. And it will present training and support opportunities for your team. We've conceptualized this module, as with the other segments, as something that can be accessed multiple times and by multiple people on your coalition. As a result, on the web page, you will find this video, supporting materials including the PowerPoint slide deck, and tools such as a set of frequently asked questions related to the model. And those will help you as you work through forming your community readiness assessment team. Before we focus on the team, let's talk about the basic steps for conducting a community readiness assessment. That first step really is to select or define the community for the community readiness assessment. We've worked through that in previous segments. We've talked through that our shared problem of practice is readiness to engage in a comprehensive approach to suicide prevention using the CDC strategies. And previous modules also have started to focus on how we plan to conduct a community readiness assessment. We've talked about planning tools. We've talked about supplies and resources needed. We've talked about preparing the interview and the introductory scripts. This segment focuses on a key component of the planning, and that's forming your CRA team. There are a number of essential roles that you need to fill to have a successful community readiness assessment. The functions your team needs to include are a project manager, someone to do the interviewing, you'll need 2 scorers, someone to lead the data analysis, and someone to work with the leadership team on report writing. What's important to know is that at minimum, you're likely to need 2 to 3 people to work on your coalition's community readiness assessment. You can certainly have more than that, but 2 to 3 is probably the minimum that you will be able to have to complete this assessment successfully. One other key consideration is that it is absolutely fine for people to take on multiple roles, but the 2 scorers absolutely cannot be an interviewer. We need your scorers to be independent and objective. Forming your CRA team presents an opportunity to involve your coalition and to build its capacity. And it does this because there really are multiple opportunities for participation. You can involve 1 to 2 coalition members in conducting the interviews. You'll definitely need 2 coalition members who aren't involved in the interviews to score the interviews. And you can use 1 to 2 members to work on the analysis and the reporting. As you match your members to CRA roles that may be new to them, that will teach them new skills. It's going to help support their buy-in to your coalition. It'll help them with engagement, and it's going to support sustainability because you will have those skills locally and within your coalition. There are a number of specific skills gained from the CRA process. Those include project management, networking and relationship building, always good to practice that, interviewing skills, skills with technology, and some of it will be new technology, such as Zoom for interviewing and Otter.ai for transcription, data analysis, report writing, strategic planning, and the ability to communicate the findings both to your coalition and to your community at large. What's really important to know is that these skills are transferable and they can be applied to many aspects of your coalition's work in the community. With the opportunities for building these skills come a need for support. Coalitions who are new to these types of roles may need training and support to build the skills necessary to be successful. And we've built in a number of training and support opportunities. We have this asynchronous web-based training series. We've built out resources and materials for your community readiness assessment, including detailed frequently asked questions. We'll add to them through this process as well. The leadership team will be hosting drop-in calls on the CRA process. That gives you a chance to ask questions, to discuss concerns and challenges, and also to interface with your fellow coalitions. We'll be offering technical assistance from the Strengthening and Sustaining Ohio Suicide Prevention Coalition's leadership team. There will be opportunities as you practice to role play, to practice interviewing with your other coalition members. That's going to deepen relationships and build those skills. And through our learning community events, you'll have opportunities to share your successes and challenges with other coalitions participating in the initiative. That's going to help ensure that we all learn together, that we all grow together, and that we share skills and build them together. So let's look ahead. We have some key next steps after planning for the community readiness assessment. We're going to need to conduct the interviews and record them. We're going to need to transcribe the interviews. We'll work on scoring and analyzing the data. We'll work on reporting the data and sharing the results. We will develop a plan to increase readiness. And each of these next steps has videos and supporting materials to guide you and your coalition through the process. In this training module, we focused on forming your CRA team. We focused on building skills needed to be successful. Segment 5 is going to provide an overview of how to conduct CRA interviews. Segment 6 will focus on recruiting key informants in your community to be part of those CRA interviews. In Segment 7 we'll do a deep dive into conducting CRA interviews. This segment, which is focused on building the team, and the next 3 segments will be key in building your skills and your confidence to complete your community readiness assessment. Once again, we've got significant resources on the web page. That includes this video, the PowerPoint slide deck, the frequently asked questions. All of these materials will support you as you move